Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm talking about how I may have been the one to save thousands of comic books from being destroyed or damaged. This video came about just here recently in the past few weeks where I made a video talking about some books that sell easily. When I did that, I took some comics out of my comic capsules. If you guys don't know, this is a product that's been out for a few months now, I think over a year maybe. And I have done some promotion for their company. Well, little did I know that after I took out the comics that I have kept raw in the comic capsules, there was an imprint of the back of the book on the comic capsule, inside the capsule. So I'm going to show you some images of what I saw immediately, and it freaked me out. So when I took these books out, I saw that there had been some sort of imprint created specifically from some of the older books, actually from the older books before like the 2000s. It seemed like there was this imprint or this, I don't know, this smudge or this film or something, like it has imprinted the back of the book, like the inks or something had leached out into the back of this capsule. So if you guys have seen some of my other videos, I have 60 comic capsules up on this wall, and I have kept my comic books raw in these things for several months now. So I kind of freak out, and I message two people immediately. I message the guys at Comic Capsule, and I message Rick Morgan, aka Immaculate Comics. Rick never got back to me. He's probably like curing cancer or like visiting the Louvre or something. But the Comic Capsule people got back to me immediately. Let me say this before I go any further with this. The guys at Comic Capsule are stand-up guys, like legit. This is not me doing PR. This is not me doing an advertisement. These guys are stand-up guys that don't hide from problems. They address them. They come forward. They're transparent. They're open. They're genuine. These are good guys. The Comic Capsule guys are good guys. So I message them and I say, hey, what is this exactly? And they wanted to see, because at first I sent images of just the capsules and they said, is the book damaged? And to my understanding, I was the first person and maybe the only person that discovered this. So if you guys follow them on Instagram and stuff, you will have seen that they put out a statement literally either the day after I messaged them or the next day. After they put out that statement, they got back to me and said, send us some capsules so that we can start doing some testing on them. So I said, how many do you want? And they said, send us 20 capsules. So I boxed them up and I sent them to California. And here just, I think yesterday, they sent me, 20 more of them. So I mean, it's just, these guys are just, they're stand-up guys, right? So before I do anything else, I'm going to read their statement that they have put up on their Instagram, and then I'm going to read the statement that they sent their LCS partners. And there's a little bit of crossover there. Dear Comic Capsule family, protecting your comics has always been and will always be our top priority. As collectors ourselves, we understand how much your collection means to you. We want to address a recent issue with full transparency. We have received reports that some comics stored in raw capsules have left imprints on the interior back of the capsule. In our current finding, we have determined that the back of the comic capsule, which is made of a softer propylene plastic, is building a thin layer on the plastic itself. We have no reason to believe this impacts the comics themselves. The team is thoroughly analyzing all available data to determine why this is happening and if we need to make design changes to our product to provide the best possible protection for your comics and ease of mind. While we are confident these imprints do not impact the comics themselves, we recommend using a bag inside the capsule for added protection for the time being. To support you during this time, we are offering free bags to anyone who needs them. Please email them the size you need, the quantity you need, and your mailing address. We will ship them to you at no cost. We are determined to address this and will provide an update of our findings as soon as possible. We thank you for your patience and understanding and trust in Comic Capsule. I mean, can you handle a situation any better than this? I don't think you can. So I'm on their mailing list for like local comic shop partners, and I'm assuming they're using the same verbiage there, as well as some frequently asked questions. What does the film look like? If my comic capsules do not have the film, do I need to keep my comics in the bag? Yes, until we are certain that the root cause and the possible solutions. We want to ensure the protection for your comics and peace of mind. So, and then they showed some pictures, and I think this was one of my capsules, the picture that they're showing here. So, big thing with this, it seems to be just the old books, specifically, and what I mean by old is like books before the 2000s, not books printed within like the last 25 years or so. This is a different type of paper. Like newer books, more modern books have a thicker stock of paper, a different ink. This, when you put this in a bag and a board, if you don't put it on the glossy side of the board, the side of the board with the coating, you'll see you'll get an imprint on a backer board. And honestly, that's what I thought it was, and it very well may be. It was just so jarring that a product that is seemingly for the preservation would have something like this. So I don't know whether or not they obviously they didn't take this into account. What happened during the testing? How did nobody discover this? I don't know. It's a very scary thing to make a product and then to release it, and then something like this happen. I mean, this is devastating. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But these guys have handled it so calmly. This is a message from one of the guys at Comic Capsule, their engineer.
Hi, Eric, the engineer here with the Comic Capsule team. I'm putting out this video to let you guys be aware of a situation that we ran into. Recently, we got some reports of film on the capsule. And we're like, what? And so we grabbed a bunch of old capsules and found that it is indeed true that on some older capsules, the backs of the capsules, okay, which are made of a softer compliant plastic for the flap, are starting to build up a film. You'll notice that this is a brand new one. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but maybe check yours. On this one, this is an older one, and it's kind of like a weird film that's building up on the capsule, and it's really kind of hard to remove. You have to use like a isopropyl alcohol or a mild dish soap or window cleaner, and you can see that when that is done, this film will come off here. Hopefully you can see that. And so our concern is, well, does this do anything to a raw comic in the capsule? We have received no reports that it does, but I mean, as comic collectors ourselves, it's like, well, let's be cautious here and let's put this stuff in a bag for now until we know more. So what we're trying to say to you now is, if you have comic capsules with raw comics, we would advise you guys to go ahead and put them in bags into the capsule. I know it's kind of conflicts with our philosophy here about comic protection, but yeah, we're just trying to be safe and cautionary, upfront, and forthright with you guys. So at this time, if you have placed any orders in the past, you should be getting an email from our customer support team inviting you to request a complimentary set of bags. And in the meantime, we're doing mechanical tests on this, some duty cycle tests, some heat tests, and we have our material scientist and our supply chain looking into this right now to answer the questions. What is this? What's the impact? Is it going to do anything to the comic? What is the long-term implication here? So we will have answers on all this very soon. I just don't have it right now. So in the meantime, please look for the email from our customer support and get your bags. All right. And we all want to say thank you very much for your patience in this matter. And we'll solve it as soon as possible and communicate updates to you guys as we go down this journey. So anyways, have a great day. Thank you very much.
So I don't want to say I'm the hero in this, but I'm kind of like the hero of this. Like, the comic book community doesn't always like Sticky Goose. They don't like your boy, but I'm not the hero you want. I'm the hero you need. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.